Hi, I'm Teresa Reed. I am proud to introduce Kate Jones to y'all. I've only known Kate since the beginning of the academic year, but I can say that she's a very fine student and a very fine writer. A freshman with work I thought was worthy to come and be presented here. So,
Hello everyone, my name is Kailah Jones. This paper was just, like she said, an assignment for class that was supposed to critique or challenge gender stereotypes. So that's what this paper does, I think, effectively. So I'm gonna read that to you all. In a world where women are constantly balancing societal expectations of femininity with professional ambition, advertisements often reflect and sometimes reinforce these complex dynamics. The Big Pen advertisement, aimed at celebrating Women's Day, inadvertently complicates and reinforces traditional gender stereotypes through its messaging. The slogan, "Look like a girl, act like a lady, think like a man, work like a boss," suggests that women must balance both masculine and feminine traits to achieve professional success. While the ad attempts to empower women, it subtly reinforces the notion that feminine qualities alone are insufficient for leadership, implying that women must adopt stereotypically male characteristics such as rational thinking and assertiveness in order to be effective in the workplace. This blend of gendered expectations highlights the persistent societal belief that femininity is compatible with authority and success in professional spheres. By invoking these gendered traits, Big's ad unintentionally perpetuates the narrative that women must conform to traditional norms in both appearance and behavior while adopting masculine attributes to be taken seriously as leaders. The target audience of this Big Pen advertisement is young to middle-aged professional women, particularly those who are career-oriented and may advocate for gender equality. The ad, which appeared on Big South Africa's Facebook page, features a confident woman dressed in business attire, standing with her arms crossed and smiling. The image conveys professionalism and self-assurance, appealing to career-oriented women who seek validation and recognition in their professional lives. The slogan, "Look like a girl, act like a lady, think like a man, work like a boss," attempts to inspire ambition, but takes a complex approach to gender roles. While the ad's tone is meant to be empowering, it implies that success requires embodying a mix of traditionally gendered traits, feminine in appearance and manner, but masculine in thought and leadership style. This message suggests that women must conform to gendered expectations in both appearance and behavior, while adopting attributes stereotypically associated with men to be effective leaders. By framing empowerment as conforming to these expectations, the ad reinforces traditional gender roles, suggesting women must balance appearing feminine with adopting traits like assertiveness and rationality, rather than challenging limiting societal norms. This layered messaging makes the ad a compelling example of how attempts at empowerment can unintentionally perpetuate the same stereotypes that they aim to break. The woman featured in the Big Pen advertisement embodies the ad's message of professionalism and empowerment, using visual cues to communicate success and confidence. Appearing to be in her late 20s or early 30s, she is likely South African, as the ad was posted by Big South Africa. Her attire, consisting of a blazer and a button-up shirt, conveys an image of success and middle-class status, and her neatly styled hair and polished appearance further reinforces a sense of professionalism. The woman stands with her arms crossed, her posture is upright and authoritative, projecting a sense of control and self-assurance. Her facial expression, a confident smile, radiates positivity, suggesting that she is not only comfortable in her role, but also inviting the viewer to share in her confidence. The camera angle, positioned at eye level in a close-up shot, enhances the personal connection, which makes the ad feel more direct and relatable. By having the woman look directly at the viewer, the ad implies that she is unafraid and sure of herself, encouraging the audience to adopt a similar sense of empowerment. The portrayal reflects the ad's approach to the gender roles by suggesting that professional success requires women to present themselves with a blend of traditional feminine polish and assertive body language, thereby reinforcing the idea that a woman's appearance and demeanor are essential components of her success. The text and imagery in the Big advertisement work together to deliver a message that intertwines traditional gender roles with professional ambition, presenting a complex view of femininity and leadership. The main text, boldly displayed beside the woman, reads, "Look like a girl, act like a lady, think like a man, work like a boss." It suggests a blend of stereotypical traits that women should adopt to achieve success, emphasizing the need to balance traditional feminine qualities with professional dominance. This juxtaposition highlights the tension between femininity and professionalism, as if the two cannot fully coexist, and instead must be harmonized by embodying specific traits associated with both genders. The text's authoritative and inspirational tone is complemented by the image of the confident woman in business attire, reinforcing the idea that she embodies this prescribed blend of characteristics. Her poised posture and professional appearance suggest that while she exudes femininity, she also projects an air of authority and assertiveness that is typically valued in leadership. The hashtag Happy Women's Day and the big logo in the bottom right corner of the ad associate the brand with themes of empowerment, gender equality, and the celebration of women, signaling a desire to engage in broader social conversations. However, the ad's wording can be interpreted as ironic, as it presents a motivational message by perpetuating the idea that women's success requires meeting masculine and feminine expectations. This approach illustrates the ad's attempt to navigate gender roles by suggesting that true empowerment requires women to adopt a combination of roles, some of which reinforce conventional gender norms. This big advertisement is set in a corporate context where success is often measured by traditionally masculine standards of professionalism, subtly suggesting that for women to thrive in this environment, they must conform to these expectations. There are no props or background elements to indicate a specific time or place, making the ad feel contemporary and timeless, while implying that the corporate standards it reflects are enduring. The image tells the story of a woman who has seemingly mastered both her femininity and the masculine traits deemed necessary for professional success, as indicated by the slogan. This phrase implies that her physical appearance or demeanor as a woman may be acceptable, but is insufficient for true leadership. She must also adopt traits associated with masculinity, such as assertiveness and rationality, to excel. This sentiment is echoed in a study that found that 91% of women feel misunderstood by advertisers, indicating a broader disconnect between advertising messages and women's self-perception. This further emphasizes that the big ad may not resonate with women who believe that embodying traditional femininity should be sufficient for success. Her attire, a blazer and button-up shirt, conveys a key symbolic element, reinforcing that conforming to a masculine-dominated corporate dress code is necessary for being taken seriously in this space. The neat, professional appearance implies that her femininity is acceptable only if moderated to fit the corporate mold, with no flamboyant or over-feminine elements that might undermine perceptions of her competence. By presenting business attire as a visual cue for power, leadership, and professionalism, the ad reinforces the idea that these qualities are at odds with traditional notions of femininity. The phrase "think like a man" further implies that feminine qualities alone are undervalued in this setting, suggesting that to succeed, a woman must adopt a more masculine approach. While the message may resonate with some professional women who feel pressured to navigate a male-dominated workplace by balancing femininity with traits like assertiveness, it risks alienating those who reject the notion that success requires conforming to masculine standards, or who believe that femininity should be enough to achieve professional recognition. The Big Pen advertisement celebrating Women's Day highlights the complexities and contradictions in how gender roles are portrayed within professional environments. While the ad aspires to empower women by advocating ambition and self-confidence, it also suggests that achieving success requires a blend of traditionally masculine and feminine traits. The focus on characteristics like assertiveness and professionalism imply that women must adhere to a masculine-dominated corporate standard to gain respect and recognition. This messaging reinforces the belief that feminine qualities alone are inadequate for effective leadership, implying that true empowerment lies in conforming to these expectations rather than challenging them. The advertisement reflects the ongoing societal struggle women encounter as they strive to balance professional aspirations with traditional gender norms, illustrating how attempts at empowerment can inadvertently perpetuate the stereotype they seek to dismantle. Ultimately, Big's ad serves as a reminder of the critical need for media representations that genuinely redefine gender expectations, moving beyond reinforcing outdated narratives about what it means to be successful.
Any questions for the speaker?
I'm sorry, I'm gonna put you on the spot. What do you make of girl, lady, and man? As three of those, now they're even boss, but the first three are definitely gendered. Outright.
They definitely are gendered. I feel like the people who made this ad were likely men who just felt like they needed to speak out because it was like National Women's Day. And that alone just resonates with what I said in my paper about how we need accurate representation of what women are in the field. And I kind of hate that people feel like they have to have a mix of both feminine and masculine qualities in order to feel like they're seen or respected in the workplace. Because in an ideal world, you should be able to be yourself and let your work speak for itself.
This is kind of a comment, kind of question. I'm going to try to make it into a question. But I'm interested, they said, look like a girl, which is specifically pretty infantilizing. And I was wondering what you think about the impossible position that women are put in, where they're supposed to be navigating this field where they have to be taken seriously, but they're still expected to be infantilized in so many ways in order to be successful. Does that make sense?
Yes, and I think that in that way, the corporate world sort of sets women up for failure.
Right.
There's no way to be everything that they want you to be, and no one's ever going to be completely satisfied regardless, so it's very difficult.
Agreed. And felt.
Well, if there's no more questions, let's give a round of applause to our speaker.